Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Thursday, January 4th, 2024. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. In 2024, the Nevis Water Department will engage in a number of initiatives to improve the water services on the island. That is according to Minister of Water Services, the Honourable Spencer Brand.
We want to see the extension of our SCADA network, that is our remote monitoring of tanks and pumps throughout the island of Nevis. And we are hoping that we'll be able to include Hamilton Well, the Hamilton tank, the newly constructed Pond Hill tank, and booster station. Madam President, we want to see the completion of the Zetlands tank project, where we have a booster pump to be constructed there at the Zetlands pump station. Madam President, we want to see the construction of a well pump and generator station at Maddens and Butlers. We are hoping that we will see the upgrade of pipe networks in Rollins pasture with a 4-inch PVC pipe. We are expecting, Madam President, to complete the first phase of the Horatio Heights project there at the Horatio Heights, Madam President.
The Nevis Water Department will also employ new personnel to assist with the implementation of its projects.
The Nevis Water Department have recently brought on staff an engineer who we expect will be able to oversee some of the projects that we hope to undertake in 2024 and beyond. And that, Madam President, engineer would be attached to the Water Department itself. We are also in the process of procuring the services of a second engineer, Madam President, that will be attached to the Integrated Water Resource Management Unit. And Madam President, this is because we are taking water very seriously. And it is with that in mind, Madam President, that we will engage the services of these engineers on staff that will be able to ensure that we be in a position, Madam President, to do all that we need to do in our water department and our water resource management unit.
Minister Brand also outlined the plans of the Integrated Water Resource Unit for 2024.
In 2024, Madam President, we are hoping and the Integrated Water Resource Management Unit will oversee the new well drilling project, which we hope will be able to produce some 2.5 million gallons of water on the island of Nevis. We are hoping that in 2024 we will see the replacement of the water tank in the Morning Star area with a 400,000 gallon tank. Madam President, we are also hoping to make some preparation for the geothermal project with the construction of a 500,000 gallon storage tank. That we believe would later serve Hamilton and Jessop's Village. Madam President, we hope that in 2024 we will be able to expand our data collection initiative that would seek to improve the water management resource here on the island of Nevis.
Minister of Water Services, the Honourable Spencer Brand. The first Cannabliss Festival, hosted by the St. Kitts and Nevis Cannabis Authority and the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with Southern University, is expected to contribute to the decriminalization, legalization, and responsible use of cannabis. The virtual event from December 29th to 30th at the St. Kitts Marriott Ballroom brought together experts, innovators, and stakeholders in the field of medicinal cannabis. The conference covered cannabis cultivation, processing, distribution, and the regulatory framework surrounding medicinal cannabis in St. Kitts and Nevis and the wider Caribbean region. The regional and international speakers also addressed the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. The festival served as a platform for fostering connections and building relationships, featuring an array of cannabis products, strains, and byproducts developed by competitions and divisions. The conference also provided opportunities for exploration, research, and networking. The hope is that the bringing together of growers, producers, investors, and entrepreneurs can contribute to the decriminalization, legalization, and responsible use of cannabis. Still to come.
We are here today and we are proud to have signed this MOU, and I know that our teachers, our coaches, above all else, our students should be proud as well.
The details after this break.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free healthcare at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. The Nevis Island Administration's multifaceted thrust towards sustainable development in tourism is predicated on the 4 Ps: people, planet, profit, and partnerships. So noted Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley, in his 2024 budget address.
The people aspect emphasizes the central role of local communities, tourists, and the workforce in the tourism industry. It underscores the importance of ensuring that tourism benefits local residents and enhances their quality of life. Sustainable tourism involves respecting and preserving the cultural heritage, traditions, and ways of life of the people of Nevis. The planet dimension highlights the critical need to protect and preserve our environment and the natural resources of Nevis. It recognizes that tourism, if not managed sustainably, can have adverse effects on the environment, including overdevelopment, pollution, and habitat destruction. Sustainable tourism therefore aims to minimize its ecological footprint by implementing measures like conserving energy and water, reducing waste, and supporting eco-friendly transportation options. The profit element underscores the economic viability of the tourism industry. It involves making investments in tourism infrastructure, marketing, and services that not only benefit tourists, but also provide opportunities for local entrepreneurs and businesses. It recognizes the economic value of natural and cultural assets and seeks to leverage them responsibly for long-term financial gain. Partnerships, the last of the 4 Ps, emphasizes the collaborative approach required for sustainable tourism development. It acknowledges that no single entity or stakeholder can achieve sustainability goals in isolation. Effective partnerships involve cooperation between governments, local communities, the private sector, and the non-governmental organizations. It also extends to international collaboration, where nations and organizations work together to support sustainable tourism practices.
Premier Brantley explained that the 4 Ps framework reflects the holistic and balanced approach to sustainable tourism development.
This approach is critical to ensure that tourism not only drives economic growth, but also contributes to the long-term well-being and resilience of Nevis. Considering this framework, we have made some strides in 2023 and will continue this focus in 2024.
Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley. On December 28, 2023, the Nevis Island Administration, NIA, through its Ministry of Education and Sports, signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association to commence the FIFA Football for Schools initiative in Nevis. Signing the MOU on behalf of the NIA was Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education and Sports, Zanella Claxton.
We recently concluded our primary schools football tournament here on Nevis, and we also know that our secondary schools participated in the federal secondary school football tournament. And throughout the process, we looked at how football could develop our students to not only be good athletes, but also good citizens. And we also got to learn a bit more about the Football in Schools program. And the initiative is one which will continue to build upon the foundation set, and we can see and look forward to growth, Mr. Harris, over the next few years. We can look forward to initiatives which which include our students as young as 4 years old and going up to age 14. And by the time they're done, we will have not only footballers, athletes, we will have officials. And we are proud as well as each year, with each year, we see more and more officials being added to the FIFA referee list and the FIFA official list. And so the groups of officials and persons who will be carrying on the sport will be part of this Football in Schools program.
As she highlighted the potential benefits of the initiative, Claxton expressed gratitude to the Football Association for its continued partnership with the NIA, as well as its role in developing the sport in the Federation.
As you can see, through the partnerships with the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association, it's about continuity. It's not about one-off things that we are well known for regionally and internationally, but it's about continuity. And so we want to extend our appreciation to the Football Association, to you, Mr. Harris, and of course to Mr. Claxton for your continued partnership in ensuring that we saw this to fruition. There are many things which could have thwarted the effort, but we were able to see it through the end. And so we are here today and we're proud to have signed this MOU, and I know that our teachers, our coaches, above all else, our students should be proud as well, because they will be part of something great. They will be part of trainings on the teachers and coaches end. Mr. Claxton mentioned the app, and of course our students above all else will be part of a great development program that will create opportunities for them beyond expectations in the future.
Football for Schools is a program run by FIFA in collaboration with UNESCO. It seeks to make football more accessible to both boys and girls around the world by incorporating football activities into the education system. The program includes free digital application accessible via Google Play and the Apple App Store, an online learning platform with relevant content for program stakeholders, and the provision of equipment which will be distributed to schools. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.